Hey everybody, Randy Blaukat here with Lucky Strike USA, and I've been fortunate enough to be part of Lucky Strike and their pro staff since the mid-1980s. I've been one of my longest sponsors, and I've had a lot of incredible products, as everybody knows. It's visiting the Facebook site here. I'm sure if you're here on the site, you're a fan of Lucky Strike products. But all the years I've been with them, I've never been so excited as I am now about the new product we have called the Lucky Strike rcstick Jerkbait. And what a better place. I mean, you couldn't have a better place to design a bait like this, because here in Cassville, Missouri, where the Lucky Strike plant is, we're right in the heart of jerkbait fishing, within 5 or 10 miles of Table Rock Lake. And I grew up here my whole life. All my buddies did, and we've been fishing jerkbaits for over 40 years. And so this part of the country, it's sort of a natural that would come out with like the ultimate jerkbait to be fished all over the country. And that's really what the RC stick has done here. And what I want to do is I want to give you a few little tips and pointers here on the bait. And in some later videos, we're going to be making, just stay tuned, because we're going to make some later postings as far as how to fish this bait in different situations, and just tips and techniques that you can use with it to catch more fish. But I want to give you some basics on it, why this bait is so outstanding. First of all, just the profile. It's 4.5 inches long, basically. As you can see, if you can get a close-up there, the attention to detail on this bait is just impeccable. It looks like it looks like something live in the water. Just an incredible profile, incredible colors available on this bait. And there's been a craze the last 3 or 4 years in jerkbait fishing. Even though this style of bait's been around for 40 years, and it's been popular for a long time, it never really caught on as a mainstay across the whole world, the United States particularly, until the last 3 or 4 years, when you had technology that allowed us to come up with some really cool colors and really cool profiles that you see now, this is the result of that. And the last 3 or 4 years particularly, you've seen a resurgence of a lot of high-end Japanese jerkbaits, which has sort of set the stage, and the trend has created the popularity that you see now. But the one thing that sets the RC stick above all those other high-end jerkbaits is the fact that it suspends and sets perfectly level like this in the water. The problem you have with a lot of jerkbaits is they tend to set nose down when they're stopped, or tail down when they're stopped. And this is critical, because that's when you get most of the bites on a jerkbait, is when it's set and perfectly still. And with the Lucky Strike RC stick, the bait looks a lot more natural when it's suspended in the water. Also, this particular bait, it rises very slowly in the water column, and we've done that on purpose, because it allows you to control the float or the suspension or the sink of the bait from your personal preference. You can add some heavier hooks on it, or a little lead strip on the bottom, get the bait to suspend perfectly neutral, or even sink a little bit, just depending upon what the fish want. Sometimes they want a slow rise, sometimes they want perfectly set still, sometimes they want it to sink. And that's what you can do here with the Lucky Strike RC stick. Big thing about this bait is the value. Most of the Japanese jerkbaits that you see on the market today, $25 to $30 per bait. The Lucky Strike RC stick comes in a really competitive price point of $7 to $8 in that particular range, making it much more affordable to purchase these lures and get the same results as the high-end jerkbaits. So anyway, I appreciate you tuning in. Stay tuned, because we're going to keep you all updated regularly on our Facebook page about techniques and tips with this bait. And the next thing I want to do is I want to show you how this bait is a 12-month out of the year bait. Don't put it down after the pre-spawn for 3 or 4 month period. You can catch fish on this bait 12 months out of the year, a variety of different water clarity conditions all over the country, and I'll show you how to do that at a later time. So thanks for joining in, and we'll talk to you later.